Alright, so we're going to talk about anxiety today because that's something that I deal with, and it sucks. It's annoying, and I deal with some depression too, but I want to help you guys. I want to talk about some things that have helped me, some supplements, some tools, some things like that maybe you want to integrate. You guys know, most of you know, that I am not a nutritionist, so I only know what has worked for me. So if you are going to take any of these supplements or go out based off any of my recommendations, just do your research, talk to your doctor, all that jazz. Okay, so let's just get into it. Oh wait, but first, if you are new, I'm Megan, and I'm a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I do a lot of tarot readings, pick a cards, a lot of spiritual content, vlogs about my personal life as well. But we're going to talk about how to soothe the nervous system, how to calm it, the things that you can do. A lot of you that watched my content recently, you've seen that I've given up caffeine, I'm not drinking any alcohol, and I'm not smoking weed. I don't eat any white sugar. It really has helped my mental state and my nervous system and helped my body just do a lot of healing. So I can't recommend that enough. That's like my first tip, because obviously, like weed, you smoke weed, it helps you feel good, it helps you feel calm, but it really does mess with a lot of like the hormone receptors and different chemical responses in your body, as well as alcohol does, and white sugar, and all of that stuff. Caffeine especially really messes with your sleep. So I've been 2 months now caffeine free. I'm very excited for myself, and I feel like a new person. I feel really, really good. It's hard sometimes, especially that I bartend and I work till 4 in the morning some nights, so it can be really hard, but it's been totally worth it because I've just felt a lot happier. And then these are some of the supplements that I have integrated into my regimen that really help my, give me a peace of mind and just help calm me a lot. The first one I want to talk about is one of my new favorite ones I found. And a lot of these supplements are really easy on your stomach because I have a very sensitive stomach. So if you do, don't worry. These are really, really gentle. So I wanted to work with minerals. A lot of the time when we're anxious or depressed or overwhelmed, stressed out, our body really needs a lot more support from different minerals. And a lot of mineral supplements that I realized can be really hard on your stomach. They can just wreak havoc in that way. But I found this one. It's called Aussie Trace Minerals, and I'm going to put all the supplements down below, you guys, so I'll try to put them in order as I talked about them. So this is from the ocean. These are minerals from the ocean. They're completely natural, so you got your calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium, but it's got 70 plus minerals in this little bottle, and it's liquid. I love it. It says for the directions to put 20 drops in a glass of water, but that's usually too much for me. If I put a ton in a glass, I'm like zoned out. I'm like so relaxed that I can't even get out of bed. It feels like a muscle relaxer. So I usually put like 5 drops in a big glass of water, and I mix it with a little bit of Celtic salt, some kind of sea salt to put minerals in to make the water taste really rich. So I usually do that as a combination. The other mineral supplement that I like, this one makes me really sleepy though, so I take this at night. These are trace minerals, and these come from herbs. So alfalfa, dandelion root, nettle leaf, raspberry leaf, yellow dock root, schizandra berry, and white pine bark. So again, I'll put this down below, but this is a really natural one, really easy on the stomach, and really, really calming. Okay. And most of you have probably heard of this one, which I'm just going to mention. I don't use this all the time. Some people use ashwagandha every day. This one I've tried is by Organic India. Ashwagandha is just super relaxing, really helps calm the mind, the nervous system. I usually don't like to use it every day because your body can get kind of used to it. A lot of these I'll, well, except for these, I'll take these every day. But a lot of these I will kind of rotate so my body doesn't get too used to it, if that makes sense. The ashwagandha is a really popular one. Okay. Zinc. Zinc is really good for calming the nervous system. So looking to get a high quality also when you're ordering supplements. Don't get the cheapest one. Like, look at the high quality. I like to go on Amazon, read the reviews. I like this brand as Wellness One World. This is a good brand. Thorne has a really good brands, as well as Biotics Research. I'm trying to think of some of the other. Seeking Health is pretty good too for the company names. But try to order like a really good quality one. It makes a world of a difference. Okay. This one is amazing. This one I cannot recommend enough. It's called Lithium Orotate. So this is a mineral that a lot of us don't get enough of, and this really helps calm the overactive mind. So if you're the person like me who just likes thinking in a million different directions and is always like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, or you overthink everything and you overanalyze everything, this one is amazing. You gotta get the Lithium Orotate. This is 5 milligrams. I usually take one in the morning, one at night. I'll take an extra one during the day if I'm experiencing more anxiety. But this is like one of my #1 recommendations, Lithium Orotate. It's not like a lithium that you get prescribed at like a mental hospital. This is a natural form of lithium. This is really important and essential for our bodies to just help calm our minds. Okay. I want to talk about a probiotic. This one really helps give me a peace of mind as well. I really like this Align probiotic. And this has 1 strain of bacteria. I also like this because I have a hard time with different kinds of probiotics. This one's really gentle on the system, really easy on the stomach, and it helps regulate you as well. Win-win. So check this one out. Okay, also magnesium. So a lot of us know magnesium is good for you, but there's like 8 or 9 different kinds of magnesium. So actually, let me pull up on my phone. I have all the different kinds because I didn't know that for a long time, that there were so many different kinds. Okay, so magnesium malate is for energy. Threonate is for the brain. Oxide is for constipation. Like, I can't take magnesium oxide because it's just like, it makes me uncomfortable. Citrate is for relaxation. Chloride is for better absorption. Sulfate is for muscle issues. And glycinate is for sleep issues. So I like the glycinate. I guess the citrate would probably help. Actually, I take citrate too. I take citrate usually during the day. It's mixed with calcium. It's like a magnesium calcium supplement. And then I take this magnesium glycinate. Again, I'll list these supplements down below. I got it from bulk supplements. It's just a powder form. It does not taste great, but I mix it in with my tea, which I'll talk about what tea I take at night. And I mix it in with some of these trace minerals at night, and I just pound it. And it's really calming. It really helps me sleep because I have a hard time with getting quality sleep. So that's another one that really helps relax me. This one, this is called Neckinder, and it's a Chinese company. I was recommended this from an acupuncturist I saw a while ago, and she recommended I take it every day, but I don't. It's called Neckinder, so it's supposed to help relax this area. So if you hold a lot of tension in your neck and like your shoulders, this is really good, and it just makes you feel really calm and really peaceful. And it's a bunch of random Chinese herbs I've never heard of before, but it's always been really gentle on my system, gentle on my stomach, and it just really helps me. And these are great too, like if you're trying to give up drinking or caffeine or any of your vices, if you're trying to be healthier, these supplements help a lot. Like if I have to go into work and I'm feeling anxious, I'll like take one, or if I'm going to go out with a bunch of people that I know are drinking, I'll pop a couple extra lithiums, maybe some of these, and I feel zen. I'm not experiencing like that social anxiety that I can sometimes, that maybe you do as well. So yeah, I can't pronounce this one really for the life of me, the brand, so again, I'll put it down below. But it's a nice one. I think this one's hard to find on Amazon. Most of these you can get on Amazon because I'm obsessed with Amazon. This one I think I ordered from Walmart because it was the only place I could find it. But I'll try to find links for all of these as well that I'll put down below if you want to check them out because most of them are on Amazon. Okay, so this one is more for your stomach, but it really does help. Your stomach is where you produce all your like serotonin, your feel-good chemicals. And healing the stomach is really essential when you're trying to calm your nerves and your anxiety and things like that. So this one is by Liver Medic. It's called Leaky Gut Repair, and it has like L-glutamine, slippery elm bark, marshmallow root, licorice root. It's all to help heal the gut. So if you have any leaky gut issues, or if you deal with any like nausea, this is great for nausea, or if you eat something that like upsets your stomach. This works really fast. This is the powder form. They also have this in capsules as well, but I've been digging the powder form. It tastes fine. Doesn't really taste like too much. But yeah, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, unflavored. It's got ginger in it as well, quercetin, MSM, aloe vera. Yeah. Oh, it's got zinc in it too, zinc and magnesium. Oh, it's got magnesium glycinate. That's the one you want. Okay. So, this supplement is interesting. So this isn't like going to immediately help with anxiety or depression, or mostly we're talking about anxiety today. So, but this is going to help your adrenals, which the adrenals help regulate your stress response, right? They produce a lot of hormones that help regulate everything and help you feel good. So it's called Cytozyme AD, and this is not vegan, it's got like adrenal stuff in it. So, in case you were curious, but this is really going to help build up your adrenal glands to help give you some more energy and just a calmer, better energy. So this is especially effective if you're like trying to recover from adrenal fatigue or overdoing it with caffeine or any kind of stimulants like Adderall or anything like that. This is really going to help you. This one, okay, this is the tea I talked about. This is a huge ass bag I got. I did not realize that I ordered such a big bag from Amazon, but I have been drinking it every day. So this is Nettle Leaf Tea. Now Nettle Leaf has a ton of benefits to it. You can look it up if you want. I drink this at night because I realize it does make me a little sleepy. It doesn't make everyone sleepy. Some people it gives them energy. For some reason it makes me a little tired, so I drink a whole cup at night. But it's got tons and tons of minerals. It's so good. It's so hydrating. It helps you balance your hormones. It's amazing. And actually, some of these supplements that were recommended to me was a girl that I worked with. Her name's Olivia. And she does the hair analysis test where you cut in a piece of your hair and you mail it in and they see what minerals you're deficient in or any vitamins and things like that. So she's amazing. So I'm actually going to put her information down below because she's really helped me get on a good regimen. She actually recommended the minerals as well, and she's helping me balance my hormones and just get everything in balance. And she's amazing. She's been through it all with her health as well, so she really knows what she's talking about. So shout out to Olivia. Love that girl. We've actually become friends. And I'll put her social links and stuff down below. And if you guys have any questions on what I'm talking about or more about Olivia, you can comment down below. You can email me, like, whatever. Okay. So that's most of them. This is a brand new one I got that I actually tried for the first time literally 2 hours ago. And it made me feel great. So this is an amino acid. It's called Glycine. I got the Thorne brand. I love Thorne. They're a little more expensive, but they're one of the best supplement brands you can order from. They're really good quality. So glycine is an amino acid that we naturally produce, and to get more of it, you can get that from collagen. So if you're taking a collagen supplement, there's a lot of glycine in there. So glycine comes in from the collagen and the bones and ligaments from animals. So it helps strengthen your gut lining, it helps your skin, it helps your hair grow, it helps you get stronger nails, and it helps really calm you. So I took one, I didn't take the full serving. So I took 1 gram. No, 2 capsules is 1 gram. Okay, so I only took 500 milligrams earlier, just to see how it reacted to me, because reading up on this, most people take it before bed to help them sleep, and some people take it during the day because it gives them more energy, so it affects everybody differently. Most people, it makes them kind of tired, so I just took like a small dose, but it made me feel really calm, and it made me be able to be more productive. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I am anxious, I feel too overwhelmed to do anything. Like, I get really lazy. Even if I have energy, I get this feeling of like being overwhelmed, and I just can't focus on anything, and I just need, something to help calm me. So this is a brand new one I found out about, but a lot of people use it for anxiety. It's a natural occurring amino acid, and yeah, look into it. And it's good for the gut, which is a win-win for me. Okay, so that's basically everything that I take. Of course, I think implementing meditations and working with different hertz frequencies and binaural beats can be super helpful as well. I mean, they're amazing. But sometimes it's hard for us to even implement those techniques if our mind is super overactive. You might be like, well, no, I think too much to be able to meditate, or I'm on the go and I'm too busy to be able to do this or do that to calm myself. So these are amazing tools to help you to be able to enhance your spiritual practice, I think, right? So yeah, look into them, do your research. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I like hearing from you. Also, I want to talk a little bit about how I gave up caffeine. I wasn't drinking a ton of caffeine. I was drinking maybe like a half a cup of coffee, some days to maybe 2 cups at most, you know. I wasn't drinking like 8 shots of espresso a day, but it really was affecting me. I could tell after I'd have caffeine, I would just kind of feel angry and bitter and kind of sad. And I learned what caffeine does, which is very, very interesting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that if you're interested. Caffeine basically it blocks certain receptors in your brain. So you have these receptors, I think they're called like Addison receptors. I can't remember the name. And these receptors tell you when you're tired. They tell you when you're tired. They tell you, okay, it's time to go to bed. It's time to get sleep. You need to sleep. And when you drink caffeine, it just blocks them. It blocks them out so your body can't pick up the signal, so it doesn't know that it's time to go to bed. And over time, when you drink caffeine, you drink more and more and more and more. It just keeps blocking. So when these receptors get blocked, your body tries to produce more because, you know, it doesn't think that they're there. And they're like, we need these because we need them to survive, to know when to sleep, because if we don't sleep, well, we die. So the body just keeps producing more and more and more. And when we overproduce these Addison, whatever they're called, receptors, it really messes with our hormone function. It messes with our chemical responses in our body. And so we're going to overproduce cortisol and adrenaline. And those stress-producing chemicals or hormones that are running through our body are what making us think that we're really awake when we're really not. We're just kind of stressed out and our body needs to sleep. So I know caffeine has the ability to produce a lot of dopamine. So when you have that first cup of coffee in the morning, you feel really good. You're like, oh, this must be good for me because all this dopamine is being released. But what happens is when your body overproduces dopamine, it reduces the serotonin in your body. And over time, it can cause a lot of damage because if you're not producing enough serotonin, you're going to get depressed over time. You're going to get more anxious. You're going to be more restless, get worse sleep at night, and all of that. So, and caffeine affects everyone differently as well. It really depends on your DNA and things like that. But you got to pay attention and see if it's even right for you and if you should keep it in your life. For me, I never thought I'd be able to give it up because I've always dealt with chronic fatigue and so many other issues. But now that I'm getting all these minerals in and I'm balancing everything and I'm eating really clean, it's been awesome. And I also did that video recently about how I started eating meat again. And, you know, no hate to all the vegans out there. If you're plant-based, I did it for a long time. It's all good. But when I started eating meat again, I was so much calmer in my body. I felt so much more grounded. I felt instantly like I could just breathe easier. And everything just settled. And now when I eat meat, I just feel so much calmer and better and less anxious. So I also recommend eating animal products. Now, also, one more thing I wanted to talk about that can cause anxiety and depression are food sensitivities. So you got to pay attention to, there's some foods that are really high in triggering your sensitivities, okay? Dairy, eggs, gluten, so wheat products, caffeine, and a lot of nuts and seeds. I think those are the highest ones. Let me look them up. Oh yeah, soy. And then fish and shellfish, and mushrooms. Also, sulfites. And then I know for me personally, like white sugar really messes with my stomach, which causes anxiety. So be careful with those foods as well. You know, I recommend as well doing a food journal can be really helpful because I've noticed for myself that sometimes I'll eat a food and I'll feel fine afterwards, but then like 3 days later I feel affected by it. And it's hard to pinpoint what foods are affecting you if it's such a delayed response. So some foods can do that, especially like gluten for me. I'll feel fine after I eat gluten, but the next day I'll just get inflammation throughout my body. If I eat dairy, it's usually like a 24-hour response that I'll have some like stomach issues or bowel issues. If I eat eggs, it's like a 3-day response of when I get sick from that. If I eat vinegar, or, well, it used to be worse. It's much better now. My histamine intolerance has healed tremendously, but I used to get migraines from any kind of fermented foods, but that was about a 24-hour delay as well. Oils that are hard on the gut, those affect me pretty instantly with nausea. So like canola oil, vegetable oil, pretty much all the oils. The only ones I'm good with are palm, olive, coconut, and avocado oil. Yeah, that's it. So those ones I'm good. The rest I just like corn and canola and vegetable and sunflower oil. Those all make me super nauseous, and those affect me pretty instantly. So it's amazing how food can affect you based in so many different ways with different symptoms and in different timelines. So I'm not trying to like overwhelm you with a lot of information. It's just kind of like what I've experienced while I've been working on healing my body. Oops, I just fell over. And nervous system. Just a picture I put on the wall fell over. And yeah, a lot of this has helped me. I'm feeling so much better in my body, so much calmer and more serene. And I know as well that like even though my diet's really restricted right now, like I'm not eating any dairy, eggs, I'm not eating anything processed. A lot of oils are out, a lot of too acidic foods I can't eat. I know I'm in this process of healing my stomach, and I know I'm going to be able to eat a lot of these things again one day. So I know it's a temporary thing. I don't feel like this is forever at all. So yeah, sometimes we just gotta, if we're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, we gotta give our body what it needs, But anyways, I hope this helped. Comment down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and I'm sending love to all you guys. Bye.